Hey, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Victor Rosario. I'm the host of the V.D.R podcast. Today's episode is a special business edition. We're here to talk about rental like you, what my company does, and we have an exciting guest from New Jersey. He is a residential broker, real estate broker in New Jersey, and we're going to have a great conversation today. It's going to be great. So, real quick, just remember to engage our channel. Please like, subscribe, and share your help in helping growing us, our community. It definitely helps. It supports us, and people want to hear what we have to say. This is positive things that help business owners, that helps the average person walking the streets. And so, a quick rundown. My company, Runner Like You, we are a real estate asset management company, a real estate property management, and also a real estate project management company. And so we do a host of different things. We have an upcoming contract that's pending to be signed, where we're going to be collaborating with a good multifamily syndication to help them do business. So that's exciting work for our company today. But more importantly, the focus of today is our New Jersey broker, David Vanegas, my uncle. How you doing, David?
Hey, I'm doing well, Vic. How you doing, brother?
Good, good, good. So
Awesome, man.
tell us,
Thank you for having me on your channel.
yeah.
Super excited to be here. You told me you wanted to talk real estate, so I'm always excited to talk real estate. You might something pretty easy for me to do, so let's get right into it.
Yeah, so tell us how did Empire Brokerage get started?
We opened up Empire Real Estate September of 2020. Actually, my birthday is in September. However, the reason for us opening Empire Real Estate, we were hunkering down during the pandemic. Everything shut down. I literally read like 10 books in a month. And by the time they deemed real estate agents essential, dude, I was fired up. Like I said, when I come out of this lockdown, I'm going to crush it. And I essentially, during that time period, told myself, look, you know what? I already have the building. It makes sense for us to open our own company. I had experience in running different businesses for several years. So I somewhat knew how to run a business. Of course, a real estate business is a different animal, but I have been in the game for 16 years, so I knew what it entailed. And we dove right in, man. I spoke to my wife. I had that one-on-one talk and told her, hey, like, look, I feel like God is putting in my heart to open up this company. Um, we came up with the name Empire Real Estate. And I went through different variations of trying to change the name, but my wife was like, why are you trying to change the name? If something's not broke, why are you trying to fix it? The
Yeah.
name is perfect. The logo is perfect. I had a friend of mine, Falcon, that helped me design and bring the logo to fruition. And so yeah, man, we opened it in the pandemic while everybody was closing up. I said I'm gonna dive full 100% in and open up the business.
That's amazing. What a story. When
Yeah.
everyone's shutting down, that's when God puts on your heart to start something new. How about
I'll tell
that?
you something quick. I'll tell you something quick. It won't take too much time. But I remember when I sat down with my dad and I told him, "Hey, Dad, I'm leaving Remax. I got it out the office. We're renovating it. I'm gonna open up my own real estate office." He said, "Wait, let me let me get this straight. The world is coming to an end. Businesses are shutting down, and you want to open a real estate company." And I said, "Yeah, that's what I'm doing. People are pushing back, and I'm diving right in." You know what I mean? And he brought my wife over. He said, "Come here, come here. You got your bachelor's, you got your education. Are you okay with him doing this?" And I was like, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm okay with him doing this. Like he's capable. He's got my support, and we're diving in." And so, in a nutshell, that was the conversation I had leading to opening the office, which I already had taken the steps to do it. And I just was like, "Hey, Dad, like I'm not asking you for permission. I'm just telling you."
Man, let me tell you, if that ain't love of the game, I don't know what it is. That's amazing.
So it
That is
was a
amazing.
lot of fun and excitement going into it, but we've been 5 years in now.
Oh, good. Good, good. Yeah, so I think today's agenda, we're going to go over a real life case study
Mhm.
of one of your past case studies dealing with professional buyers buying small to medium or maybe large multifamily. and you can kind of
Mhm.
take us through that A to Z process. And then from there, we're going to roll into property management on why those things are important when you have professional investors managing their portfolios. So, yeah, so give us one of your case studies.
Talk about sellers that are selling multifamily homes, right? Um, Anywhere from 3 to 8 units or even 10 units. What we've run into too, a lot of these sellers bought these properties a long time ago and are not really full-time investors, right? And so the good thing in them hiring us is that we have built a team around ourselves where we have plumbers, we have electricians. We're not necessarily into property management ourselves at this point yet, but we already have the team behind us where even when we represent people who don't have property managers, we're able to facilitate them from A to Z where they don't even know where to get started. You know what I mean? So we're able to troubleshoot different situations when we're in need of plumbers, when we're in need of electricians, when we're in need of getting the property ready for a fire cert or a CCO, which in New Jersey, we use attorneys and a lot of attorneys will not let you close if you don't have your fire cert, if you don't have your CCO. And so we have to jump in and assist our sellers and getting to the finish line because without it, we won't be able to close. And so we run into a lot of that. And then we have our investors that are vetted, you know what I mean? And they may just have a small management team where closings can get delayed by a week or two or maybe even a month because they're just, they're lagged in their process of getting these things done,
Right.
right? That are needed to get done to get to the closing line and so to the finish line rather. And so we run into that, but it's really hard for buyers now in New Jersey because inventory is at an all-time low. It's
Right.
been its inventory has been low probably for the last 5 or 6 years, but we're probably at the lowest that it's ever been. And so multifamilies are in a high demand. Um, and a lot of people that are able to buy right now this minute are first-time home buyers because the
Right.
prices are so high, so it has to make sense. They have to live in the property and to be able for it to make sense for them. And then you have off-market deals that come on that investors will snatch up quick, right? But anything that is on MLS is pretty much priced to the top of the market. So this ideal for like end users. Um, and then and yeah, so it's hard for them to get it. And we're seeing them actually panic a lot and start to think like the real estate agents are not doing what they're supposed to do because there's such a shortage of inventory. So they're expecting
Wow.
real estate agents to send them homes, while at the same time they're not coming out as fast as they would want them to. So we
Right.
have to educate them, and it's kind of like holding their hand through the process while we get them to the finish line.
Oh yeah, it's nationally. Yes, affordable living is at its all-time high nationally. Even though, let's say you live in Nebraska and their market rent is maybe 900 bucks for a two-bedroom, three-bedroom, that's still high for Nebraska. Florida, we're number four in the nation. A two-bedroom is easily almost $2,000 a month. A little
Easy.
small two-bedroom. And that's just affordability. It's just not. Unfortunately, we're hitting the unsustainable mark, but we're hoping that policies coming into place is going to help take the trend for the real estate market nationally in the right direction to one day again make homes affordable to live in, affordable to buy, and everything all the way around. We hope that in the near future for our nation.
Yeah, for sure. We're seeing inventory tick up heavy in Florida, but we're not experiencing that in New Jersey.
Right, right. But yeah, man, you said something about sometimes a delayed closing. Let's say it may be, for example, a possible the repair that needs to be made, right?
Mhm.
How long in action? And I've owned real estate myself. I've had investment properties, and thankfully, my wife and I we don't operate that way. But how long do some owners delay repairs? Just
Uh,
generally, they
yeah, I
delay.
mean, if we don't jump in, sometimes you don't know if it will get done.
Exactly.
I mean, as a real estate agent, I facilitated deals where I jumped in with my team, got the work done, and billed them at closing to get reimbursed because they just didn't have the money either to do it or they didn't want to do it, but
Right.
that we knew that they want to close. So
Right.
once we know that they want to get to the end and we're confident, and it's kind of like a gamble because you could put that money in and to potentially not get it back. So we are cautious with how much we invest to try and help our clients. You know what I mean? But sometimes you have to be proactive and you have to jump in and get the job done for them.
And that's a testament to your business value system. You guys go above and beyond doing uh we call those operational expenses in the business world, trying to get the job done to please your client and make sure all parties are satisfied so that everyone can get what they want at the closing table. That's ultimately that's what it wants. Everyone wants what they want and everyone wants to walk away happy. And
Exactly.
that's
I
good
mean, if you've
business.
done enough, yeah, if you've done enough deals, you're gonna know like, all right, cool. Like if I don't do this, we're not getting a check.
Yeah.
And so once you know what you have to do to get the check, you'll pretty much do anything that you can to get it as long as you're doing it with integrity.
Mhm.
You're just basically willing to jump in and facilitate. I think that's the difference between someone who has experience and a newer ager that might come in and not know what to do in that situation. So it's
Right.
also very important when you run a team that your team leader knows how to assess, troubleshoot situations like that and get the job done.
Yeah, so before we shift into the final topic, what separates your brokerage from the others in your area? What's the big separator?
I think the big separator from my brokerage is that we value each other, right? Like I built a system around my team that's not only good for me as a team leader, but also something that they can implement for themselves. A lot of big companies like they want they get the agent, they put him on the team, and they just end up being like runners doing small stuff and they never are able to grow. The
Mhm.
systems that I've implemented in my company allow the agents to proactively build their own teams,
Right.
use the same systems that I'm using, to not get lost in the sauce and have the support they need because that's what's lacking when you're moving around as a solo agent. You don't have any support. So yeah, you can do maybe 10 to 15 deals like that, you know what I mean? But when you're trying to scale 50 into 100 deals, you're going to need a team around you. And no matter how strong one person is, if you don't have a strong team around you, to help you facilitate, to help you, release some of those burdens, you're going to be running around stressed out. You might make some coin, but at the end of the day, it's not going to be worth it because you're going to lose so much more. There's going to be a lot of bodies left behind when you get to your goal of what you're trying to do. You know what I mean? So for
Right.
me, I created something where it's available for each one of my team members if they use it properly.
Oh, that's excellent.
And it's a
That's
support
excellent.
system. It's truly a support system, which is what's lacking as a single agent. You could do that single agent thing for long, but if you're trying to scale, you need a team.
Absolutely. 100%. Business
Mm,
101.
for
Yeah, so
sure.
moving into our last topic. So my company, Rental IQ, one of the services we do provide is property management. And kind of going back to David's story and some delays and closing, many times owners, whether they're professional or mom and pop owners, they're going to delay a repair and then chalk it up to possible, oh, we're going to get that done during, the due diligence period of a deal. Or on the other hand, let's say they're not selling their home and the cold wall, let's say the water heater goes out and you have no hot water and it's the winter time. Like when owners do not please their tenant, it is a higher probability that the tenant that you have is not going to take care of the property like you would, right? So the importance of property management is that someone professionally handles it, someone does all the automation, someone does all the communication, and it gives you the ability, the owner, to work on your business if you're a professional buyer that's expanding your portfolio. Or if you're just a mom and pop and you just have a couple of rental properties, it gives you the peace of mind. You have someone taking care of it for you with no problems, and your asset is ticking up just like this. That's what everyone wants, their revenue going up, and they want their appreciation on their property consistently going up. And so, no one wants to be a slumlord. And unfortunately, in today's time, I live in South Florida. There are slumlords here, and that ain't the right way
Mhm.
to do business. Everyone's a human being. Everyone deserves the right to live in a livable unit or a livable home that is safe, secure, and comfortable for their family or just for themselves.
For sure, for
But,
sure.
but yeah, man. But hey, David, where can people find you and follow you at?
You can Google me. I'm at www.empirerealestateny.com. You could also follow me at David V Sells NJ on Instagram, Facebook, and we're also on LinkedIn and other sites as well. So uh, we're growing our platforms as as uh as we grow.
That's right. That's right. So, in the description below, I'm going to have my company's information. We're going to have David's information, all of his socials there. You can get there, click. If you live in the Northeast and New Jersey, New York, and you're buying in New Jersey and selling in New Jersey, David is the man to contact. He's won many accolades in his region for providing the best service and the highest sales in his region, and providing good client reviews.
One
Go
thing
for
we've
it.
been able to harness too is that we have global partners. Like I got you in Florida, and we got several people around the nation that if you need to sell your real estate or buy real estate anywhere, we could get you connected to the right people.
That's right, man. That's right. So, hey, I appreciate you coming on. Thank you for letting our audience know what's going on in the New Jersey real estate market. Have a great one, man. Thank you. All
You too, brother. Keep crushing it.
right, God bless.